Often, people's first experience of instructing a conveyancer is very daunting and the process can seem quite confusing. Roebucks pride themselves in putting buyers at ease, and you will always have direct contact with your conveyancer. I'm here to provide you with some simple, easy to follow advice about the conveyancing process and to provide you with my top tips for first-time buyers. Most of you as first-time buyers will be relying on mortgage finance. My advice is to instruct a financial advisor, as they have access to a wide range of lenders and will help to secure the best deal for you. Your financial advisor will provide you with advice in relation to the mortgage, and the lender will conduct a valuation. My first top tip is to make you aware that this is not a survey. It is simply to reassure the lender that there are no major structural defects and that the price you are paying is valued accurately. To avoid any financial impact on buyers, I would recommend you obtain a full survey to establish any defects or repair work which may become necessary. When you are ready to instruct a conveyancer, my next top tip is to be aware of hidden charges. Roebucks quote for all work to be undertaken, including completion of all forms, i.e. stamp duty and registration of the property. Some online organisations charge for these separately, so initially their quote seems very low. A further top tip is to remember that estate agents can recommend good conveyancers, but the best people to ask are friends and family. In a recent client satisfaction survey, 98% rated our service as excellent, and in fact 100% said they would recommend us to others, which speaks for itself. My next top tip is to ensure that your conveyancer does not commence any work until you are happy with your survey and you have received your mortgage offer. If you make any payment to your conveyancer prior to this and they order searches, then be aware that you could lose money. Your conveyancer will receive a contract package and write to you once this has been perused. My top tip here is to look at the documentation carefully. Check for any discrepancies and report these to your conveyancer, as they cannot physically inspect the property themselves. An example of this would be if there was a discrepancy with boundaries or an issue with contents you were expecting the seller to leave at the property. My next top tip is very important, as when you purchase a property, the principle buyer beware always applies. We therefore advise clients to revisit the property prior to exchange of contracts to ensure that there have been no changes and that everything is in good working order. At this point, I must mention that your transaction may form part of a chain. A property chain is quite simply a sequence of linked house purchases. When you are in a chain, buying or selling a house depends on the purchases either side of your property. Accordingly, until every party in the chain is ready to move, a date cannot be agreed. Once a date is agreed, the conveyancer will then proceed to exchange contracts on your behalf. The contract is legally binding. Until exchange of contracts takes place, the completion date is not set, and so my top tip to you is not to order any furniture, book any removals or hand in notice on a rental property. Completion takes place when the seller's conveyancer has confirmed that they have received the monies due. My top tip here is to remember to be patient. Completion may not happen first thing in the morning, as you may be linked in a chain as previously explained. Please do not worry if you have not understood anything I have covered. Our aim is to guide you through every step of the way to make the process as stress-free as possible. Here at Roebucks, our conveyancers are committed to providing you with a first-class service at the best possible price. Contact our conveyancing team to see how we can help you. We have offices in Accrington, Blackburn, Clitheroe and Leyland, and further details can be found on our website.